Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're jumping right into something really crucial, especially if you're connected to healthcare in any way: nursing program accreditation.
That's right. It sounds a bit technical, maybe, but it's incredibly important.
We've got a whole stack of sources here, and we're going to focus on some common myths that seem to float around about it, things that can actually get in the way.
Exactly. Programmatic accreditation, it's really about validating quality, making sure programs meet tough standards and are, preparing nurses who are truly competent. But these myths, they definitely cause confusion, even for faculty sometimes.
Right. So, our mission today is pretty straightforward. Let's bust 7 of these myths. Because understanding this stuff isn't just academic, it affects nurse training, patient care, maybe even your own health down the line. Let's unpack it.
Sounds good. Where should we start?
Okay, myth number 1. This idea that accreditation is, well, optional, that you don't have to do it.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
big one. And the reality, it's increasingly not optional. Washington State, for instance, they mandated it for all nursing programs back in 2020.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And even where it's technically called voluntary, like in Missouri, not having it can cause major problems.
Like what kind of problems?
Well, graduates might struggle to get licensed or certified or find a job because lots of employers now specifically require graduation from an accredited program.
Makes sense.
Yeah, and it can block entry into grad school too. Plus, smart students look for that accreditation seal. So it affects enrollment, the program's financial health.
Yeah.
It's pretty essential, really.
Okay, so definitely not optional in practice. That kind of flows into the next one, myth number 2. People thinking state board approval is the same thing as accreditation.
Yeah, that's another common mix-up. They are absolutely different things, distinct processes.
How so?
So the state board approval, that's primarily focused on public safety, meeting the basic minimum guidelines for practice. It's mandatory.
The bees.
Exactly. Accrediting bodies, though, they're focused on program quality and excellence. Their standards are often actually quite a bit higher.
Can you give an example?
Sure. A state board might say it's okay to have faculty with a bachelor's degree teaching in an associate degree program. But an accreditor, like, say, the NLN-CNEA, that's the National League for Nursing's Commission, they require graduate degrees for all nursing faculty.
Oh, okay.
And the rule is the program has to follow whichever standard is stricter. So accreditation often pushes programs harder.
Got it. Higher bar. Okay, myth 3. All accrediting bodies are basically the same. Are they interchangeable?
Nope, not at all. There are 3 main ones recognized by the Department of Education and CHEA for nursing: ACN, CCNE, and the NLN-CNA we just mentioned.
ACN, CNE, NLN, CNE, NLN, EHA.
Okay. And while they look at similar areas, curriculum, faculty, resources, outcomes, they each have their own specific guidelines, their own mission, their own scope.
What's a key difference?
Well, here's a big one. ACN can function as what's called a Title IV gatekeeper for federal financial aid, meaning for students in some types of programs to get federal loans or grants, the program must be ACNA accredited. CCNE and NLN-CNEA don't have that same gatekeeper role. So programs really need to look closely and see which agency fits their mission and their students best.
That's a huge practical difference, especially for students needing aid. Okay, moving on. Myth number 4. The accreditation process itself is unfair, like it's designed to trip programs up.
Yeah, you hear that sometimes. But honestly, the process is designed to be the opposite. It's structured, it's meant to be transparent, and it's peer-reviewed.
Peer-reviewed, how does that work?
It starts with the program doing a really deep self-study. Then there's a site visit by trained evaluators who are peers, other nursing educators, administrators. Their goal isn't to play gotcha. It's to verify what the program said in its self-study and, offer insights.
So more like colleagues checking in.
Kind of, yeah. They're checking compliance against standards that are set, consistent, and publicly available. And the agencies provide a lot of support, workshops, guidance. It's really geared toward helping programs improve, not penalizing them unfairly.
That sounds much more constructive.
Yeah.
Okay, myth 5. This is all on the shoulders of the program administrator. They're the ones responsible for accreditation.
Oh, definitely not. That's a recipe for burnout and probably not a very good accreditation outcome. It's absolutely a team sport.
So everyone needs to be involved.
Yes. The accrediting bodies strongly encourage, even expect, involvement from all the faculty. And also other stakeholders like students, staff, even people at the clinical sites where students train.
Why is that broad involvement so important?
Because everyone brings a different perspective. It leads to a much richer, more accurate self-study. And when the site visitors come, everyone is prepared and understands the program's strengths and areas for growth. Using things like steering committees or having faculty champions for accreditation helps spread the load.
Makes sense. Shared ownership. Okay, next myth, number 6. Accreditation stuff only happens right before a site visit, like cramming for an exam.
Yeah, if only. No, that's a really dangerous way to think about it. Accreditation isn't a single event you prep for every few years. It's meant to be a continuous cycle.
Continuous cycle of what?
Quality improvement.
Hmm.
It involves constantly using what's called a systematic evaluation plan, or SEPP. Think of it like a roadmap for checking how the program is doing, collecting data on student learning, faculty performance, resources.
And then using that data.
Exactly. Analyzing it, getting feedback, making changes based on evidence. Good programs weave accreditation-related discussions into their regular meetings. They have a calendar for reviewing data. It's ongoing. Has to be.
Not a sprint, a marathon of quality checks. Got it. All right, final myth number 7. Accreditation stifles innovation. It forces everyone into the same boring box.
That's a frustration I sometimes hear, but it's really a misunderstanding of the goal. Yes, accreditation upholds standards, rigorous standards, but it's not meant to prevent innovation.
But doesn't it restrict trying new things?
Not necessarily. It just requires that any changes, any innovations are thoughtful, based on some kind of evidence or sound reasoning, and documented well. The agencies actually want to see programs improving and evolving.
Any examples of accreditation supporting innovation?
Sure. Just recently, the NLN-CNEA granted pre-accreditation status to Ohio State University's brand new Doctor of Nursing Education program, a really pioneering degree. Agencies encourage programs to talk to them early about innovative ideas. They want to support positive change, as long as quality is maintained.
Okay, so it's about responsible innovation, not stopping it. That clarifies a lot.
Absolutely. And, getting past these myths really empowers the faculty, it helps them engage more deeply, and that ultimately makes nursing education stronger.
It really does. It just highlights how vital it is for educators to be clued in on these processes that, frankly, validate all their hard work. And when they are, you see the payoff in better prepared graduates and ultimately better patient care.
Which brings us to maybe a final thought for you listening in, thinking about your own field, or maybe just an area you're interested in. What's a common belief, something everyone knows, that might actually be a myth? And what could change if you started questioning it?
Great question to ponder. Thanks for diving deep with us today. Until next time, keep questioning, keep learning, and keep thriving.